Welcome class 8. The topic that we will discuss today is vaporization. We have learned that when liquid is heated, then it gets converted into vapor. So we can say that vaporization is a process of conversion from liquid state to vapor state. So at temperature lower than boiling point, the process of vaporization is called as evaporation. That means at any temperature lower than boiling point. The process of vaporization is called as evaporation, and exactly at boiling point, the process is called as boiling. We all know that molecules are at random motion in liquids. So these molecules have a lot of kinetic energy compared to solids. So when molecules escape the surface of the liquid because of the heat energy, the average energy of the molecules in the liquid starts decreasing. This is because the kinetic energy possessed by the molecules, they escape out of the surface of the liquid, taking that energy with them. So the temperature of the liquid starts decreasing. Let's understand with an example. When heat activates our sweat glands, these glands bring water from our body along with the body's salt to the surface of the skin as sweat. Once on the surface, the water evaporates, taking the body's heat, and thus the temperature of the body decreases. Water evaporating in this way from the skin cools the body, keeping its temperature in a healthy range. So this is one of the example that we can say in which evaporation of liquid from the surface takes the energy with it. In another example, we can talk about the earthen pot. We all know that water stored in this kind of earthen pots during the summers especially makes water cooler. So the waters placed in earthen pots is evaporated from the small minuscule pores it has, as it is made up of mud particles. This evaporation of water produces a cooling effect. Some of the heat energy that is generated is used in the process of evaporation. Thus, water stored in earthen pots tends to become cooler in summer. So, here we have some basic differences. Evaporation is a slow process in which vaporization takes place only from the surface of the liquid. But boiling is a fast process which takes place throughout the liquid. Evaporation can occur at any temperature lower than the boiling point, and boiling takes place only at a specific temperature. The heat energy supplied is used by the molecules to break away from the intermolecular force of the liquid, and during the entire process, the temperature during the boiling, the temperature of the liquid will remain same, or we can say the temperature remains constant. Here is the curve which shows the heating curve of water. So over here, as the temperature rises, or as the heat is added, not the temperature rises, as the heat is added, the temperature is, the temperature rise is shown in y-axis. So when water is at solid state, that is at ice, when it is ice, okay, it starts to grow as the temperature starts to rise as the heat is added. As the heat increases, the curve shows the increase in the temperature. But at 0 degrees Celsius, the temperature will remain fixed until and unless the entire mass of ice gets converted into water. Again, when the entire mass of ice melts and form water, from that point onwards, from 0 degrees Celsius, if more heat is added, then the liquid water will rise in temperature and slowly it will reach 100 degrees Celsius. And again, until the entire mass of liquid gets converted into vapor, until then the temperature remains fixed at 100 degrees Celsius. Now the entire vapor which is converted into gaseous form, if more heat is added, then the temperature of that vapor will start increasing. So this curve shows how the temperature remains fixed at certain points, that is during the melting of ice and during the boiling, okay, and how it slowly again starts increasing when more heat is added. So during boiling, when atmospheric pressure increases, the boiling point becomes higher. That is, the boiling point also increases. And when the atmospheric pressure decreases, the boiling point also decreases. That means the boiling point becomes lower. As air pressure decreases, that is the atmospheric pressure, if it decreases, then the molecules evaporating from the boiling liquid will meet less resistance from air molecules and enter into the atmosphere more easily. This is because the vapor pressure can be reduced since there is less atmospheric pressure, or we can say the atmospheric pressure decreases, then the vapor pressure also will decrease because less will be the resistance, and thus the temperature needed to boil the liquid will also get reduced. So when the atmospheric pressure is less, boiling point will be low, and if the atmospheric pressure increases, then the boiling point of the liquid will also increase. The application of this phenomenon is used in pressure cookers. As the pressure builds, the boiling point of water raises, so which allows the vegetables to cook faster. Inside the tightly sealed pressure cooker, the water is heated and eventually it boils into steam. Since the steam cannot escape, it collects above the food out here, and all those trapped water molecules increase the pressure inside the cooker. Now the pressure inside the cooker gets increased. So as the steam builds up inside, the pressure increases, and this drives the boiling point of water maximum up to 120 degrees Celsius, and because of this, the temperature shortens the time of cooking of food.